Nothing's gonna change.
Do you promise?
Fair to either of us.
I know.
It's
I know
not
that
fair for
logically.
me to be alone like I have been for years. And
know.
it's not fair for
I know.
him
I know.
to
This isn't what I want.
It's not what I want.
It's not what I wanted either.
As Robyn's world comes crumbling down, past traumas are being revealed. Let's get into it, you all. It is a Mary. And we invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
and comment down below. And do not forget to subscribe to our Patreon, you all.
Yes.
But let's go ahead and get into this video.
Yeah, I mean, I really feel like
She's crying real tears.
she is. There is something. The way she's crying is almost like a child. It's like Mary, Mary takes her hand, right? You look at Robyn's hand. Mary's hand is like that.
Like this.
Like that. Robyn's hand is like that. Holding on, like for dear life. She is holding on to Mary. It's almost as if she is going back. Like Mary was trying to talk to her like a mom will talk to a child.
I promise.
Like, okay,
I'm not going anywhere.
Do you promise? Do you promise? Mary can't make those promises
Like,
because she's leaving. She's not going to renew her lease. So she
had already promised you before that she wasn't going to be going anywhere, but now she's actually going. So how can you say that the promise is even like solid? Like it's null and void, really, because she's already promised that she was going to stay here and all this stuff, and now she's leaving and everything. And now she's saying that I don't know if it's a temporary situation or if I'm moving here, but like you're holding on to the hope of a mustard seed.
Oh yeah. Oh, now we're going to the Bible now. Yeah, faith
Or a grain of rice,
But like, I just feel there's a past trauma. What do you all feel?
Robyn's not wrapped too tight. That's what I feel.
As though this has exposed a past trauma about this whole polygamy thing. I don't think her mom was honest with her about the polygamy thing. I don't think so. That man was not in no polygamy. I don't think he was in polygamy. All right. Now we had one subscriber say that he had actually other women, allegedly in other different states. And then another one, and that wasn't polygamy. He just had mistresses. And then another subscriber said that actually he was living polygamy, was a different form of polygamy where the women are not in the same state. That was just odd to me. Because why do you have to have all these different women in different states? Isn't polygamy, the thing of polygamy is for all of us to come together, right? The women and the children come together.
Love should be multiplied, not divided.
Yeah, like I'm just...
Not divided in multiple states. It's supposed to be multiplied in one state.
So to me, I feel like, like the subscriber has said, that they were all mistresses allegedly. That's what I take that also. But I feel like the mom probably tells Robyn that this is a polygamous situation,
right? So
that Robyn doesn't look at her
side eye
in a bad way. And I don't think
you don't want to side eye your mama.
Yeah, I don't think Robyn ever went to even check that out. So she's looking at this relationship, talking about how this guy was so great. He was like a dad to her. Yeah. Right? And how he and my mom stayed in a honeymoon situation. Well, usually when a man is with a mistress, anytime he's with her, it's a honeymoon situation. Okay? That's why they need to get married. Because if they're actually married, all that's going to go out the window. Because he's like, okay, this is no longer the new flavor of the month. She has come and joined everybody else. Actually, I had a friend of mine, she was Muslim, like us, and one time her husband went to go see like a long time ago when they were in school, his best friend, right? And she now was in town. And this woman, my friend, she was going up and down, like, oh my God, I cannot believe he's going to go see her. What if he comes back and says that he wants to have a second wife, you know? And I remember this Muslim woman telling her and telling all of us young women who were there, was like, the best thing you can do when your husband is out there and going to go see a potential second wife, hurry up and hurry him up to marry the woman and bring her to the house. Because as soon as he marries her and brings her to the house, then it's like that flavor all of a sudden, it looks like an old flavor. So we'll all be old here together. And then he's going to go and try and get another wife. Fine, hurry him up so that she can become a wife. You know, and then after that, finally, he will probably settle himself. I was just looking at the whole thing with horror. And I just thought to myself, when I get married, the first thing I'm going to tell that man, the first thing, before I even get married, is, are you into polygamy? Because if you are, the answer is a big fat no. And I need that mess written in our contract, because we have a marriage contract, written in our contract that you ain't gonna be taking no second wife. Like, I just refuse.
That's on all my dating profiles. Like, I am not interested in polygamy. Do not swipe right if you're interested in polygamy, okay? Because it will be a firm no.
Yeah. But I feel like Robyn, there is something that, you know, she has thought through the years and watched her mom through the years. Whenever this man came into town, her father.
Right.
And seeing how happy the mom was, and I'm sure he brought gifts for Robyn. You know, when you're having a whole affair, you are so great
a whole affair.
Whatever, you bring gifts for the person because you're not seeing them often.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, you guys are there having your little intimacy, all that. That's what she saw. So now she has that, I guess, with Cody, right? If this whole thing doesn't unravel too much. Now she has all of that stuff with Cody, but these wives are not falling in line to continue for her to continue to have her dream. You see, because she took it a step further, right? She wanted to see, you know, sit on the porch, okay? The porch that those workhorses had worked for. She wanted to sit there with her and Cody's kids while they're somewhere else, just kind of have them on the periphery, but you're like the center act.
Yeah.
And she has had this dream since she was a child. But what she needs therapy for, she got to figure out, why is this dream so important to her? What comfort and security? The dream gave her a lot of comfort and security.
Right.
Because I feel that it helped her not to peek too much into the mother's life. And now that everything is unraveling, it's unraveling that childhood dream, but it's going to trigger, I think it's going to trigger some of the trauma that she went through. Because I think Robyn has not allowed herself to see the truth of what that relationship was. Because I've never heard of polygamy, like living in different states.
That's odd.
For more than one woman.
I mean, if y'all know it and you have like information, you got books,
I
then
mean,
send
like,
it our
I
way.
know, like,
Our
Janelle,
email is down
right?
below.
Janelle left Cody, but she was still in the polygamy. I can see that you get upset, you moved away, but you're still in the polygamy, but with the intent to come back. But perpetually in another state? That
odd.
sounds like a mistress thing to me, allegedly.
And maybe it started off as a mistress thing, and then maybe he brought all the wives together. Maybe.
Live together where?
Not live together, but maybe he
together.
introduced them all together. Because I remember Cody talking about on the Mormon thing,
Okay.
you know, Robyn's other mother. So obviously he knows the other mom. So maybe they have talked to each other at some point.
Oh, I see.
So maybe it started off as a mistress thing, and then he
And
I
then
don't know.
he had to take that whole thing back. Because maybe Robyn has told him, don't talk about that. Like, because then people are going to dig into who they are.
Yeah.
Maybe bring them up on some show or something.
Anyway, y'all,
Ooh,
it's Mary.
child. But I feel as though there's some past trauma. What do you all think?
Or do you guys think that she is still full of BS
because
and those
because
tears
I
ain't real?
don't think that's BS. I don't. This woman is genuinely
I wanted to
upset
sit on the porch
So that was real.
with our kids and our grandkids.
That is real.
Oh, that I felt like
That
I
whole
don't
thing is real
know.
to
I'm
me.
like maybe 60,
From when
40.
she is there shaking on that table. Like she is having a serious breakdown. And it looks as though there's a past trauma in there, Mary. There is a past
So
trauma.
she is shaking on that
Yeah,
table.
like, I mean, there's a past trauma in there.
I mean,
And
but it did sound like her
she
voice
needs-
was breaking, so that's why I'm kind of like 60% real, but I'm like 40% fake. But then I'm kind of like 60% fake, I'm like 40% real. Like, I go back and forth. Like,
What do you all think?
but
I
she's
feel as
been
though there's
lying
some
with the
past
tears
trauma.
for so long.
There's some past trauma that is going on with Robyn. And I feel as though this whole divorce thing, this unraveling of the whole entire family, of that dream that she's had in her head, it is scratching the surface of that little scab that she has forgotten about, that wound beneath. That's what I think. What do you think? Let us know down in the comments below.
Bye.
Bye.